Already see on the right hand side Molde, which is the administrative center of this area. You have been to Ålesund before, so you know that Molde isn't the biggest town in this county in Møre og Romsdal. Molde has around 26,000 inhabitants, but still holds the administrative center. So before that, you were still relying on the ferries, and as you can imagine, like, we had to wait for the ferry. Now it's way faster with the bridge and the tunnel that we will soon drive through to get to Molde. To the mountain range on our left hand side, you will see that there's a lot of different shades of colors in the wood. Fisherman's Bridge, where there's an extra walking line next to the bridge so that people can fish there. Nearly all of the houses that you see along the way and on the islands scattered around here are not inhabited anymore. They are mostly used for tourism as Airbnbs or hotels. And of course, in earlier days, they were inhabited by fishermen. Yeah, now we're driving over the Storseisundsbrua. It's the biggest bridge on the Atlantic Ocean Road. It's 260 meters long and 23 meters high. And they mainly produced clipfish here. And clipfish is salt and dried cod. And in the early days, it got its name from the cliffs because they dried the fish on the cliffs next to the ocean. On the right hand side now, you will also see the whole road again and get a beautiful view of the Storseisundsbrua. No worries if you sit on the left hand side, we will soon turn around so you will also get the view.
The other end of the bridge I was working with for an entrepreneur. It was the summer of 1987. The stones coming up here is from the land over the Arcadia, and the other stones on the other side we had to take from this small island in front of us. And that summer it was 15, maybe more days with hot summer weather, even here in Norway. So I have been working a little bit on this Atlantic road. Thank you.
So we have half an hour stop here. And the walkway around the little island, there are no steps, so
gorgeous, isn't it?
It's gonna take about half an hour until we get there, and then we will get some food and some drinks.
They're not wonderful, but they are there, aren't they? Side of that house.
The coastal stretch that we are now driving along here on our right side is also very famous, known among divers, because there's the shipping lane that crosses just right above the shore, and there are a lot of shipwrecks that you can discover when you go diving here. And also because of the Second World War, a lot of ships came across here, and you can find a lot of shipwrecks from the Second World War along the shore that we are driving. And you can see very soon on the right hand side that also the inhabitants of this little village do know that a lot of coaches come through here and therefore decorate a little bit. And then of course you can also see a lot of the typical red houses that Norway is so known for. However, this red actually comes from Sweden. Back in the 12th century, there were 3 brothers who shared the rule over Hustad to use the land and to say which part of the land they want to have. And you can still see it's still a really wet land when you look to your left-hand side. Of course, it's close to the ocean and there's a lot of rain in this area.
This tourist ship come from the city of Kristiansund, and it left the harbor even if the news said that it will be a storm.
So to our right you can see Bruggen I Bud. That's where we will have lunch, and if we have time afterwards we can still go up on our left hand side to Fort Ergan.
So they set new records every year about fish producing and sending it all the way to even to Japan.
Have the what do they call it, pancake or whatever it was last time on the press.
Yeah, you had the pancakes, didn't you?
Yeah, so that is what we love to eat as students, but also just, it's cheap, but it's also easy to cook and fast to cook. But then also, of course, partying is quite a big thing for students, and also in a small town as Molde, The parties don't cut that short. Molde doesn't have a lot of clubs, but a few restaurants, and every Friday night there is a karaoke at the bar where all students go to. So you basically see the same faces every second Friday, and there's also a really nice club offering music bingo where we go to on a regular basis as well. So yeah, if you go there and want to spend your money on a bottle of wine, the cheapest wine you can get is around 110 kronas. I saw a few people smoking earlier. I don't know the prices in Britain, but for one pack of cigarettes here in Norway, you pay around 140 kronas.